Jake, with that shooting still fresh on people's minds, joking about violence seems even more distasteful. Of course, President Trump probably isn't worried. Actor Johnny Depp knew what he was about to say to a crowd in the UK would get a rise out of people.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president? I want to clarify, I'm not an actor. I lie for a living.
For the record, the answer to his question is April 1865, when actor John Wilkes Booth killed President Abraham Lincoln. Critics have condemned Depp for what he said, but he's far from the only celebrity to engage in these kinds of comments. Yes, Hollywood has long tended to lean left, but this kind of extremist talk is new. In January, Madonna said this at the Women's March in Washington.
Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House, but I know that this won't change anything.
In Snoop Dogg's video for Lavender, he shoots a clown version of the president with a toy gun. And graphic images of Kathy Griffin holding a mock bloodied head of President Trump made her a target of a Secret Service investigation, according to her lawyers. It also cost her a job. CNN called the photos disgusting and offensive and fired her as its New Year's Eve co-host. At issue is free speech versus security. Threatening the life of a U.S. president is a federal crime that can result in a fine or up to 5 years in prison, or both. A lot of Hollywood stars are traditionally very public about their liberal politics, but these incidents cross a line.
Really, there hasn't been anybody saying, you know, enough is enough. And I think that needs to come from Hollywood, from the left wing, from somebody who can say, hey, you know what, I voted for Hillary Clinton, but let's not incite violence against the President of the United States. I might not support him, but, you know, there is a fine line that we can't cross over.
As for Depp, the White House released this statement, quote, President Trump has condemned violence in all forms, and it's sad that others like Johnny Depp have not followed his lead. I hope that some of Mr. Depp's colleagues will speak out against this type of rhetoric as strongly as they would if his comments were directed to a Democrat elected official. Now, Jim, there is an update to the story. Johnny Depp has released a statement to People magazine, and he says in it, quote, I apologize for the bad joke I attempted last night in poor taste about President Trump. It did not come out as intended, and I intended no malice. I was only trying to amuse, not to harm anyone. Of course, when you look at this, what he said, Jim, it's probably not likely that he will be arrested for it, but perhaps people will think about what they're saying and how it can incite other people.
What's good, fam? This is Mr. Sycamore. Thank you for checking out my channel. Now, you just saw the video in the beginning, and what we're going to be talking about today is Johnny Depp apologizing to Donald Trump. Now, Johnny Depp, let me just read you this article real quick, then we're going to get into it. Johnny Depp has issued an apology for a controversial comment about President Donald Trump, asking, when was the last time an actor assassinated a president? It did not come out as intended, and I intended no malice. I was only trying to assume not to harm anyone, the actor said in a statement to People on Friday. Depp's joke, in reference to the assassination of Abraham Lincoln by John Wilkes Booth in 1865, was made during an appearance at the Glastonbury Festival. I want to qualify. I am not an actor. I lie for a living, he added at the UK Music Festival. However, it has been a while, and maybe it is time. Shortly after news broke of Depp's comment, the White House issued a statement strongly condemning the joke and calling on others in Hollywood to speak out. President Trump has condemned violence. Let me read that one more time. President Trump has condemned violence in all forms, and it's sad that others like Johnny Depp have not followed his lead. The statement read, I hope that some of Mr. Depp's colleagues will speak out against this type of rhetoric as strongly as they would if his comments were directed to a Democrat elected official. Depp is only the latest celebrity to find himself in hot water over violent commentary aimed at Trump. Late last month, Kathy Griffin posted a photo shoot in which she held up a bloody prop head that resembled Trump. The comedian has also apologized and was dropped from her co-hosting gig at CNN's New Year's Eve show. I'm going to go back in this here article and say one thing, and we're going to get into it. President Trump has condemned violence in all forms. We most definitely can laugh at that. We most definitely can. The same guy who talked about going out on Times Square and can shoot somebody and lose no votes and still be voted for, which we see that a lot of numbskulls did. Now, it's quite amazing that coming from the president-elect Donald Trump, that he has condemned violence in all forms. And all the Republicans has jumped on board and they're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it's some truth to that. This is coming from the same president who launched 59, y'all hear me? 59 Tomahawk missiles at Syria. And during President Trump's attack, his violence on an entire another country, 9 civilians, including 4 children. 9 civilians, including 4 children, were killed. Now, of course, you know we're going to say, or they're going to say that civilians were not targeted. Say what you want to. All we know is who died, who got killed. 9 civilians, including 4 children. And the reason that your president-elect, Donald Trump, said that he launched a missile strike on Syria was because he wanted to end slaughter and bloodshed in that country. Now, people, we got enough going on over here in the United States with bloodshed and mistreatment, i.e. crooked cops. As you notice, I didn't say cops. Crooked cops killing black people. Take care of us first, Donald Trump. Now back to Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, he apologized, and a lot of people were saying, well, oh, he only apologized because the Secret Service got on this case, and he only apologized because he didn't want to go to jail. Maybe that's true. I don't know. I'm not Johnny Depp. But what I can say is, every time someone says something as simple as a hot chew about Donald Trump, here comes the Republican Party. And not all the Republicans, trust me, not all Republicans, but all those bandwagons and up his rump Trumpers. Right there, ready to say something about the Democrats. Ready to say something about the Democrats. Oh, we the evil ones. The Democrats are the evil ones. Oh, then you did not just say nothing about Donald Trump. Oh, Johnny Depp, here he go following up Kathy Griffin. He thought he could get away with it like Madonna and Snoop Dogg. And come on. Once again, the same president who said before he was elected president, once again by you morons, and I'm going to stand by that, because of what he's showing us. Mainly because of what he's showing us. This guy said he could go out on Times Square and shoot some people. Does that not sound like violence? This guy launched 59 Tomahawk missiles on Syria. Does that not seem like violence? Was violence not going on at all his rallies? And all of you Donald Trump supporters can say what you want about Johnny Depp Kathy Griffin, whoever else. It's all peaches and cream when people like Ted Nugent says what he wanted to say about then President-elect President Obama. Now you'll say, Donald Trump's our president, get over it, he won, you may not like him, but you have to respect him, you should respect the president. Where was that when it came time for President Obama? President Clinton? Where was that then? But President Obama, one guy I read in the comments somewhere had the gall to say the only thing he saw negative about President Obama was a rodeo clown had a President Obama face on. Are you kidding me? So you mean to tell me you didn't see all these President Obama images and dummies and with the nooses and the gorilla with the Obama faces and most notably Ted Nugent saying that President Obama needs to suck on his machine gun. Aren't machine guns made to kill? And if you're sucking on it, it's in your mouth, and ain't that how you blow people's brains out, mainly through the mouths? Or if you can put it in the head, but so that was fine to say about President Obama. Ted Nugent said, oh, he didn't mean any harm, but that's the same thing that Johnny Depp said. It was supposed to be a joke. But people took it the wrong way, and yeah, a lot of people, if you say anything about the Donald, you're wrong. The man said something in a joking manner. You all saw the video. Donald Trump says stuff about people all the time. Ignorant stuff. Ignorant, blatantly ignorant stuff. But it's cool. The Republican Party and the ones that follow him up his butt tightly, it's cool. What Johnny Depp said, he probably should have thought about it before he said it. I must admit, you have to watch what you say. That's with anything, about anybody. You have to watch what you say. Maybe Johnny Depp was out of line. But it's outlandish to just take sides with one party and not the other. Not just a party. When someone's wrong, they're wrong. That's Republican, that's Democrat. That's people. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If y'all gonna jump on Johnny Depp, Kathy Griffin, etc., but be just like Donald Trump and give him a pardon and invite him to the White House after he said what he said about President Obama, you're biased. And it ain't nothing you can really say, because what you're saying don't make no sense. Anyway, that's all I'm going to even say about that. You all going to say what you want to about it anyway. You all going to form your own opinions, and some of them going to listen to what I say and form your opinions, but I don't want you to form your opinions off of what I say. I don't want you to form your opinions off of my wit. Get your own. But anyway, I want to thank you all for tuning into my channel. Hit that like button, share, and if you hadn't pushed that subscribe button yet, go ahead and do so. Become a subscriber of Mr. Sycamore's Place. Until my next video, I'm out.